Good afternoon, Tuesday. Welcome to a whole lot of Zed channel. Going to be bringing you some die-cast and cool music in the process while we talk about it. This video was meant to be on Monday, and I had it titled Mellow Yellow Mondays, but I was having some technical difficulties uploading the video, which is why there wasn't one yesterday. So Mellow Yellow Monday has now turned into Tinkle Tuesday, and you'll see why I use the word yellow. I'm picking up on my Porsche collection slightly. So I got a new Porsche, new to me. It's a brand new to me brand, and I'm really happy with it.
Need life insurance?
Sorry, I just
Taking the
hate
first
ads
step
in the
is
middle of
easy.
music. Okay, so what I have here is the RUF CTT. Excuse me. This is the Para 64. It's a Yellow Bird from 1987, and what is so special about this car is how fast it was in 1987. It broke some records, and looks pretty sweet in the process of moving that quick. That was back in 1987, and they made a replica of it from the company called Para 64. They had a black version, but as I'm finding out with any black vehicle, it's very difficult to see any kind of detail. Even if you have light shining on it, it's hard to see. So I was looking at the black version of this, and I just like, nah, it's got to be the Yellow Bird. It's just the yellow bird. There's no two ways about it. And look how beautiful it is. I mean, so if you're just breaking into the high-end models and collecting, like myself, you'll find this to be a reasonably priced item, and you are getting a high quality die-cast for the price point. They are very closely comparable to the Mini GT. It's built that well. The mirrors you may think look small, and they look out of place, but they are exactly how the mirrors were supposed to be placed. I guess it was for aerodynamics, but there is nothing wrong with the die-cast molding. That's the way the mirrors are supposed to be. And what's really cool is they actually put reflective material in there too. Not everybody does that, and that's a really cool feature. So they got lens headlight covers. It looks like painted parking lights, and I think that's fog lights there. And the rear tail light is all it's a lens tail light. Would have been nice if maybe they added a little orange or like an amber on the corners there to set it off a little more, but I am not complaining about this car at all. This is beautiful. This is a very beautiful car. So there's my Para 64 RUF Liberty Bird. Very proud of that one. I love this casting. It's beautiful. So we'll pull that one off. Place that one off to the side. And what I have here is a Hot Wheels. What is it? 9. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it's a 935 GT2. I think that's what it is. I'm not savvy on Porsche numbers and names. I know the basics, but you could put two cars that are almost identical right next to each other, and I'll be scratching my head telling you I have no clue. Because they all look so similar with slight variations. Especially that 911 body or the Carrera body, whatever you want to call it. You put a different whale tail or wing on it, and you got a completely different model. But this Hot Wheel for Blue Card is nicely done. It's I like the paint on it. It's very smooth. The wheels are nice. There's not much by the way of markings on the taillights or anything like that at all. It's your basic red paint job. They did make sure that they got the Hot Wheels in there. The wheels are pretty cool. And like I said, this is your Blue Card Hot Wheel. They did a nice job with the Porsche emblem on the front hood. And like I said, I believe that's the 935. And I'm wrong. It's a 993 GT2. See what I mean? I'll get it right one of these days. 933 GT2. Alright, so there is that Hot Wheel. Yeah, it kind of looks like a wide body yellow bird. Next up is Magnus Walker. You guys may have seen this on my opening video sequence, as this hangs right below the you can't buy happiness, but you can buy cars. It's hanging under that sign. And when I got this, the color variation was different than one that I had seen. So anything on this car that you see with blue and red was the opposite on the color that I saw. So for example, the hood is blue here. It was red on the car that I saw. The base was blue. The wing was red. So I thought it was. I don't really know the chase things or the treasure hunts with the Hot Wheels. I gotta be honest with you, I'm really clueless on that. I just pick die cast at random. If it looks cool, I'll grab it. I'm familiar with some chase cars, but I'm really out of the loop on the Hot Wheels scene, so I didn't know if I had anything special or they just did an alternate version, or maybe the other version's a real rider or something. I don't know. But this is the Magnus Walker. And this one I believe is the 935. This one is a bit more of a modernized Porsche. It looks more like the 911 GT2 with a little extra wide body added to it. So there's the Magnus Walker Hot Wheels. Next up, as you can see, there is a bit of a theme here, which is why I had originally entitled this Mellow Yellow Monday. So what I have here is the Mini GT 911 GT2 RS in racing yellow with a carbon fiber hood. I can only just say wow and let the car do the talking, because we are looking at a Mini GT, so I will look and try to find something to pick apart about a car if I don't like it. Even if I like the car, if I find something that's off on it, I'll point it out. I'm not shy about that. The Mini GTs, every one I've gotten so far, and I'm probably going to hate myself for saying this, every one I've gotten so far has been immaculate. Every single one. I used to feel that way about M2s until I started breaking some of them out of their cases, and then I found out about the quality control issues that they have. Again, I still like the M2s, but we're talking about a Mini GT here. It's like comparing apples to oranges. I would say my only minor complaint on this is they were a little heavy on the paint on this one. I'll see if I can zoom in and I'll show you why. The door creases, they're barely visible, so they went a little too heavy on the paint, so it doesn't have those clear door lines. They're almost gone. I said that there's my only complaint about the Mini GT. Outside of that, this car is just beautiful. It's a beautiful car. The collector number on the box is 136. And outside of that, it's TSM model. It's not an exclusive or anything like that, a near exclusive. All right, so there we have my yellow Porsche 11 GT2, and I know what you see in the background there. We'll get to it. All right, now up next is virtually the same car, except some slightly modifications to this car that makes it a little bit more desirable for those that enjoy their speed. I have the Weissach package Porsche 911 G2 RS in silver. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. The Weissach package basically is lighter materials. I know it's definitely lighter materials to make the car go faster. There's more carbon fiber on this car. There's a bunch of there's a bit of trim difference. The wing is different on this one than it is on the yellow one. But the Weissach package is definitely basically it's making the car lighter. That's what that pretty much is doing. There is some performance enhancements as well, but the main objective of the package is to make the car lighter. So that's what I know about that. Maybe you guys or somebody that's more educated with the Porsches might have some more info, or maybe I misinformed somebody. I'm just kind of going based on some articles that I've read, so I'd have some talking points here about this car, because I find it to be a very interesting model. So there we have that. That is the 911 G2 RS Weissach package, and the whatchamacallit, the collector number on the box for that one is 63. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get this other car out here while you guys are checking that one out and listening to Robert playing Belled It Out. Nobody's fault but mine. Alright, so on a completely different note, when I did my comparison like everybody else did with the C8s, I was holding off as long as I could because I wanted the Accelerate Yellow C8. I couldn't find it in the States for the longest time. So I just broke down and got the red one. I'm not disappointed in it by any stretch of the imagination, but I finally got the Accelerate Yellow GT8, and whether it's a yellow or kind of a green, you be the judge. But what throws me off about this color, I love it, but they're calling it a metallic. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not seeing anything metallic about this paint at all. One thing I did notice about the rear spoiler is it does sit up higher than the red one. It's shaped a little bit different. So I don't know if this is a different package than the red vet, but the rear spoiler is definitely different, and I like that they made it black. That's cool. There's my finger getting in the way again. So that was why I named this originally Mellow Yellow Monday. So I'm going with the alliteration, so Tinkle Tuesday seems to work, and it's color effective. So my Porsche collection is slowly rising. I'm very picky about what Porsches I pick up because I don't like every single Porsche. So I'm choosy about the ones I pick. I like the Magnus Walker. I like the livery on it. But when it comes to these high-end models, I prefer to keep them as stock looking as possible, unless there's some kind of special race edition. But yeah, I prefer looking at a stock C8 than something that's got writing and graphics all over it. Don't mean to sound like I'm contradicting myself, because I do have the Bentley Mini GT that is the Pikes Peak Hill Climb, which is it's the Continental GT, but it has some cool graphics on it. and the front wheels are green and the back wheels are black. It's just a really cool piece. So that kind of graphics doesn't bother me so much. Commercials interrupting Led Zeppelin. God, that's just so obnoxious. So anyway, there we go. There's my Accelerate Yellow Metallic C8. I'm very happy to have this car. But that's what I wanted to show on Monday, and it's become a Tuesday show. So I wanted to give a shout out to Joe, because I did mention it on my video yesterday, but unfortunately you weren't able to catch it because I had to do the video over again. I just wanted to thank you for bringing out your Cobra collection yesterday. I really appreciate that. You gave me a lot to look at, and I was able to make some wise choices. First of all, I did make a wise choice by accepting your recommendation on going with the Shelby collectibles. I have that whole set there thanks to Joe's recommendation. He did not fail. So when I asked him about the Cobras, I knew I was gonna get a wealth of knowledge and a valuable response. And Joe, thank you, you did not fail. So what I did was sticking with the Shelby collectibles, and I did go on Amazon and I saw that they have a new Cobra exactly like this one, only it has a blank number plate on it, and it's in a newer package. And I saw on eBay they were averaging for about $30 a pop. I got lucky and I found one sealed in the package for $11 and change. Don't ask me how that happened. I just got lucky, and we'll see how good of a condition this car is in when it arrives. But I'm thinking about doing the 100% Hot Wheel, the silver one as well, because I like that one too. The Schuko, it's cool looking, but for the price point, I couldn't justify that, although it is a nice model. And I definitely agree with you. The Shelby collectibles and the Hot Wheels 100%, and even the one in the oil can, they were the best ones. So anyway, I'm going to stick with the two Shelby collectibles for my project, and I promise you, don't worry, I have no intentions of modifying the Shelby collectible cars. That's why I wanted the realistic cars, is because the project that I'm doing, they needed to be realistic. I know you know what I have in mind, but if you could keep a little quiet on that one until it's done, I'd appreciate it. But I know you know what I have in mind. Again, Joe, XLT Off-Road Bear, check his channel out. Great guy, wealth of knowledge on Fords. Questions, go to him and he will respond, and he will give you the answer you are looking for, or he will find it. So Joe, thank you so much, man. I'm hearing rumors that there might be a surprise video appearance at some point this week by somebody. I'm kind of hoping that happens. Well, not kind of. I am hoping that happens. I'd like to see that. It'll be special. And I know you know who the person that's listening knows who I'm referring to. No pressures, man. No pressures. Also, Hot Wheels Hunter, you did an awesome video with your Chevelles. As I also am a hardcore Chevelle guy. My first muscle car was a 66 Chevelle. So, it's easy to say that I got a little bit by the Chevelle bug, and I don't mind it. It bit me, and I let it bite and bite and bite because I love the Chevelles. So, yes, I do collect the Hot Wheels Chevelles too. There's a Three Musketeers 70s station wagon. I think I might purchase that one. But this is the one I wanted to talk to you about. It's a Boulevard Chevelle, so it's a real rider. It's a nice 69 casting, but I know for a fact that 454s did not start until 1970. But Copo, I know they did a 68 with a 427 in it. But this one is very confusing to me because it has a 454 livery on it, and if I'm not mistaken, it looks like it says 454 under the SS, but right under the car it's a 69 Chevelle SS 396, the way it's supposed to be. Was this some kind of a special edition? Is this car actually made? Is it legitimate? I want to know, because if this is not a legitimate car, I need to take that acetone and wipe off the 454. It doesn't need to be on there. That drives me nuts because I know it's supposed to be a 369 unless it's a special model that they modeled it after and it is a 454. But they should note that. It's just aggravating. But I thought maybe you, being the Hot Wheel collector that you are, you might have some info on that. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you because we're Chevelle guys. We got that in common. I love my Chevelles. That's the latest one of the edition right there. All right, so I'm done. Thanks for hanging out with me and checking what I got on tap and talking diecast, because that's what we do. We talk cars and diecast. I like to listen to music in the process, so I like to share that with you guys. Hence, whole lot of Zep. So, thank you for hanging out with me and sticking around and checking out my cars. I appreciate it. And if you haven't, hit the subscribe button and climb on board. Join the party. And also, if you'd like to hit share and subscribe, or share and like, that would be cool too. But that's all for now. I'll catch you guys on my next video. Stay healthy and be safe.